Okay, Taurus, welcome to your November 5th to the 12th weekly reading. My name is Brandon Tobias. I am a channel and a guide and a healer for the collective in love and in life. And I utilize the magic of the tarot, intuitive guidance, and channeled horoscope and astrology to help guide your path. If you're new here and you want continued weekly and monthly updates for your sign in love and life, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join the soul family. We'd love to have you here, Taurus. Also, if you do enjoy this video, be sure to like the video because it helps my channel to grow so I can guide more people. Now, what are you going to get into today's video? All right, so we are going to start with opening the channel, okay, opening the ceremony to bring in any of my guides, the divine guides from the collective, right, archangels, angels, masters, who want to come in and give you divine messages for this week for you in love and life. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to hop into your astrology for the week. Okay, for November 5th to the 12th, both the general astrology and specifically for your sign, Taurus, what's going on in the stars, what do you need to know about? And the last thing we'll do to close out the reading is we'll go through a channeled tarot reading. Now, if you are here for love, this is the part where we really get deep into the relationship you're experiencing, the love situation you're in, and get clarity around that. We look at the recent, past, present, and future outcome of the situation. So again, this is a love and life general reading. The first part of the reading is more tailored for regular life, more so about you, your spiritual growth, what you need to know from spirit in this time in your life. And then we move more so into a love reading. So if you're here for both or for just one, that's great, but I just want to let you know where that's at in the reading. Last thing I'll say is if you do claim this reading, if you resonate with this reading, Taurus, and you want to go further and understand more about where your person's at, how they feel about you, and what's going on in their life, what the delays are, etc., as well as what the universe wants to tell you about this relationship, I will explore that in the extended version of this reading, and you can find that link down below. I do have it on Vimeo for like $5, so if you claim this reading, it resonates with you, and you want to go further, you can always click that link down below. Other than that, Taurus, that's all I got for now. Let's go ahead and jump into the reading without further ado. Here we go. Taking this opportunity now to officially open the ceremony for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising for November 5th through the 12th, 2020. Calling in my guides, ancestors, loved ones, masters, wise ones, and angels who would like to give divine guidance for the collective sign of Taurus, November 5th through the 12th, 2020. Thank you, Spirit, for any divine guidance that Taurus needs to hear for their highest good. The ceremony is now open. Okay, Taurus, so we're going to start off with some Rumi Oracle cards. Don't know if I mentioned this in the intro. I might have missed it, but this is going to be specifically, Rumi is like a spiritual master, okay? So he likes to, a lot of times, send confirmation or kind of the direction you're headed spiritually, or what are the emotions or feelings you're going to be facing up with this week or just going through. And I always like to let you know if I do experience anything, any feelings or messages or emotions I get when I open the ceremony, because that's when the guides do enter in and they sometimes have messages to share. For you, I felt a little bit of apprehension and definitely a little bit of fear, and the feeling of complacency as well. So maybe there's a fear for you around being complacent, or you have some fear, and therefore because of that fear you're choosing to be complacent because you don't want to go further, you don't want to take that next step, whatever's being required of you. It's a possibility for some of you guys. Take it as it resonates. All right. Spirit, please allow us to draw a few cards for the week ahead for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, November 5th through the 12th. How are you, Tauruses? You guys are my best friend. Do you know that? Aries and Taurus get along quite well, as friends at least. Sometimes as partnerships, but... All right. Merciful Mother Jamal, the courage of your love and the cloak of Christ. All right, beautiful. So this is definitely in alignment with what I was saying. And Spirit also told me to do 3 cards down the row like this. So interesting that it came out like that. First card up we'll read is the courage of your love. So I feel like whatever it is that you have fear around, Taurus, it might require more love or more stepping into your love or coming at it from a place of love. both within yourself or within this situation. So you might have fear around it because you're trying to approach it from a logical perspective, or because something in the past happened that made you feel like you weren't able to deal with the situation with the tools you have at hand, when in reality, when you step into love and you face the situation from that perspective, the fear completely goes away. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. You just have to believe in enough and trust in your own heart to guide the way. The cloak of Christ, interesting. So I almost feel like this might be saying that, again, you're trying to, in some way, kind of sit this one out or hide this one out, or not fully, what I'm getting is like not fully embracing the form that really Spirit wants you to take or step into this week. There might be, I'm just feeling like there's some thing, some chapter, some event, some person that's calling for you to really step into a more powerful version of yourself in love. And the cloak for me is really what I'm getting is it's almost like you're just trying to cover yourself up and not be seen, not be heard, not be a part of it, Taurus. But what this is saying is that you can make the difference in this situation, in this person's life, in your life, right? Should you have the courage to move forward through this part of your life. So it is asking for courage from you this week, and I do sense fear and apprehension from you about something or someone. Merciful Mother Jamal. So it might be you have to forgive someone, or I'm feeling that strongly. It could be someone in your life that is asking for forgiveness, or that you don't want to face because they hurt you or affected you in some way, or you just don't want to deal with it. But what I'm feeling is it's really, love is asking you to have the courage to actually forgive this person, or to face this person and bring mercy into the situation, because chances are this person wants to make it right, and you're going to be the one to help them change or transform because of your love and mercy and forgiveness. I'm also getting another message for the cloak of Christ is, stepping into, again, more, is actually, this figure in here is in a heart. It's a big heart that's surrounding that person. So it's almost like, again, channeling that power of love and forgiveness, mercy, unconditional love around the situation. Spirit is saying that's where your power lies, and that's how you'll get through it in the best of ways this week. Awesome. Let's look at your astrology for the week, November 5th to the 12th here, Taurus. What's going on in the stars? So, as the time of this video, it is November 5th. And let's take a look at there's a lot going on generally, but let's look at your sign. So we still have Uranus in Taurus with Lilith here, 7 degrees apart. Some would consider that a conjunction. It's a loose conjunction for sure. Conjunctions typically like 4 to 5 degrees, sometimes up to 8 degrees close to each other, two planets or asteroids. This is about 7 degrees apart. But what that means is, so Uranus has been in your sign for a while now. And so I already know this has been kind of a very change-oriented year for you, Taurus, in general, for everyone, but for you in particular. There's a lot of paradigms that have shifted, ways of being, the way you saw the world, the way you saw yourself. All of that's in a major shift, and it's kind of can feel like a roller coaster a little bit. But it's trying to bring out your inner genius, really, and your individuality, and really get you to shake up out of your shell and step out into the world in a whole new way. Now, with Lilith conjunct Taurus this week here, Lilith is all about sacral, sexual energy and how you manage that, how you perceive that, and how you use it, utilize it, the strength of that. It can also be perceived as a darker, kind of intense, darker feminine energy. So you might be coming into an awareness or merging with your sacred sexual self, right? Your darker, feminine, sexual, sensual self, which is not a bad thing. It's a good thing because it's sextile Ceres, another asteroid concerned about self-love, healing, nurturing, and giving and receiving unconditional love, or a nurturing type of love. Yeah. So with this in sextile to Ceres, maybe you're learning, you're taking steps forward on bringing into, bringing love, bringing your ability to love your own divine sexuality and sexual self. So that's a potential great step in transformation, because you can use the power, the sexuality, the raw power of Lilith to actually help heal and nurture and love someone else or yourself even more so than you were before. So, but you can't ignore either one. So that's a very important aspect here. I do feel like maybe that fear you're feeling or sensing, because Ceres here is calling for you to love someone unconditionally, or to love or nurture or care for them. And you got the merciful Mother Jamal, right, in the cards here, Rumi cards. So maybe there's like, yeah, I mean, I can see maybe there's some apprehension because you have Lilith dealing with that. So it's like maybe you're intimidated that you're not going to be able to love them properly, or you don't know how to use love, or there's some fear around sexuality with this person or this situation, right? Your own sexuality, your own darkness, and what that entails and how that affects you in this situation. Let's progress on throughout the week. On November 7th, generally a big day for the collective, we have the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, which is about embracing the darkness that we are facing right now and finding ways actually to change it, or to change our perspective and to seek higher sights through the darkness. But either way, I believe it's the turning point for our society, where we're going to be allowed, or finally able to turn all this negativity that's been going on in 2020 and embrace it, accept it, and also move through it and find a new positive outlook. Jupiter here is good because it's pushing us to go into the darkness and embrace it, but also to find the courage and optimism to find new perspectives through it. So it's a blessing for us, I believe. Lilith here is still sextile Ceres. It's going to be going on for a little bit. We also have Lilith in an opposition to Mercury from your sign, and Mercury is in Libra. Okay, so again, this Lilith energy. All right, if you guys are in relationship with someone or something, or it could be within yourself, right? This need to balance your need for love, peace, and harmony, or balance within relationships with your own sexuality, your own darkness, your own sexual desire. How does this primal desire within you, Taurus, how does this fit inside of relationships? How do your needs get met within relationship, and how do you meet them within yourself, right? And either way, there's a little bit of tension when it comes to trying to find that balance and to establish that balance within yourself or within your relationships if you are in one. We've also got Uranus making a square to the moon in Leo that day. All right, so whatever journey that you're on, for me, interesting that I'm getting this as a person that might show up in your life with a Leo-like personality, or someone with an emotional, right, since the moon, an emotionally Leo-attuned personality, meaning that they're very kind of showboaty, or they're charismatic, or they're able to put their art out into the world with ease or grace or confidence. And that might trigger you a little bit, Taurus. I'm feeling like whatever journey you're on that you feel that you're changing into, or want to be, or coming from, you might be a little triggered by some Leo fire energy when it comes to the November 7th. So maybe there's someone that is in your life where you're just like, oh, why do they keep doing that or being like that, or how can I be more like them, or this, right? Some need to integrate parts of what they are in your life with who you are and what you want to become, and how you, that's it. How those parts of them, or that aspect of the personality, can help you be successful. Because I feel like there's a part of you who doesn't believe that those qualities can make you successful, or that they can be helpful for you. Maybe you're more practical minded, or scientific minded, or logical, or quiet, or sincere, things like that. And Leos just kind of trigger the crap out of you. You're like, man, that person's just out there showboating and, all creative and talking all this while. And like, I'm me, right? Uranus and Taurus. But I feel like there's some aspects there you can integrate and look into and be like, okay, that's actually very helpful for me to do. Thank you for showing that, even though it's triggering as all hell. We also have, on the 9th, we have the Mars and Venus opposition, okay? And we also have a trine coming in to Uranus and Lilith to the moon in Virgo here. So yeah, there's definitely there's a place of service. I for whatever reason, I'm feeling that this is the day. This is the day when the forgiveness is going to be needed, or you're going to be called to step into unconditional love, sincerity, and forgiveness. I don't know why. That's just a feeling, but I feel like this is the day for that. Like there's someone that's going to be asking for your service, or your forgiveness, or your energy, or your effort. And you're going to be called to step into your love and unconditional forgiveness for this person or this situation on this day. I don't know why, but I'm sure that there's a reason for that. And then, yeah, still in opposition to Mercury, Lilith is. So same stuff there. And then let's look at the end of the week for you as well, Taurus. Okay, on the 13th, the moon comes conjunct into with Mercury in Scorpio, opposition with your planets, Uranus and Lilith right now. That's a pretty big day. So end of the week is going to be huge for you because this is a big emotional transformation, and it might feel intense and it might feel actually a little scary because remember, Lilith brings out the darkness, and but there's also a need for that. There's a transformation coming when it comes to your perception or your integration around your own sexuality and your darkness inside, big time. And and then the way you perceive that with Mercury there, it's the way you perceive the depths of yourself and whether or not it's like applicable or useful, or right. The usefulness, like what's the usefulness of this, or how do I utilize this? Well, there's a transformation in your perception when it comes to your own darkness and how that can improve your life and make you more powerful as opposed to maybe more scary, if that makes sense. Interesting messages coming through. All right, so those are the major highlights for your week ahead in astrology, Taurus. Let's get into the channeled tarot reading. All right. So, as always, I'm going to move the table back just a tad so you guys can see most of the cards that I am going to be working with. So Spirit, we're going to do a 555 reading for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, for November 5th through the 12th, 2020. Thank you, Spirit. Recent, past, present, and overall outcome. Thank you, Spirit. And they're saying one more. Two. All right, here we go. And we're looking for the crowning card here, Spirit. Thank you. Just looking to see where I'm going to put this card. I got my screen over to the right so I can see where I can put this card where you guys can still be in view of it. And that's the last shuffle. Boom. Nailed it. All right, Knight of Wands. Interesting. Wow. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. Wow, Taurus. Well, I must say, if you are interested in divine union or partnership or love in some way, shape, or form, that potential exists here for you. There's a couple meanings here that I'm getting. All right. So I typically don't exactly want, my brain sometimes will go to the negative before the positive. The first feeling I got when I saw this middle row, I'm talking about this middle row, okay, because you have crowning the whole reading, the Knight of Wands, okay, someone running around with their head amuck and, kind of in a very undisciplined way, maybe looking to hook up with people potentially, or even just taking, not really being serious about committing or moving fully in or being fully authentic, right, or letting some part of yourself run amok. But then you have the Six of Cups, okay, which can represent reconciliation, a deep soul friendship, or reunion, reconciliation. We also then have the Three of Cups, all right, which again, joy, love, celebration, friendship. And we have the Lovers in the middle row at the very bottom for the final outcome. Now, I want to share something with you that came to my mind, or that I saw. In every single one of these cards, there's 3 cups there, 3 cups there, 3 people here. Okay. So, trying to share with you, I'm not just going to that place because that's the only way I read the cards. It's because, no, there's a pattern here. And the pattern here is I feel like there's someone here. There's multiple people here. Okay. There's multiple people here. Or the situation might be that there's involving some third party that's running around, not being fully in alignment, all right? Being a little lustful. And what I'm feeling is it's not necessarily around like a union. I'm just feeling like that's the energy overall. Like there's just multiple potential partners or unions or even like, you know, this word comes out, hookups, right? That are here, that are available. Now, that's an objective feeling that I'm getting. And I feel like this also could be someone in your life that you're dealing with that has been in that energy, that has been in the player energy, that has not been serious, that has not been giving you what you need, that is now fully out in the open, that you might be being asked to forgive. And in that forgiveness, to be able to reconcile. So there's a dual meaning here, and this is just interesting because I do get a lot of dual meanings here with cards, but it pops out. When it comes to someone who was in this energy, this player energy, Knight of Wands, running around, trying to be, you know, being lustful, things like that, or if this was you, potentially, that might lead to an actual union I'm getting to. That might lead to something more serious than they had intended with you or you with them. That's another possibility. Like they thought it was going to be one thing and then it ended up being something divine. That's for some of you. But what I'm seeing really here is that this situation, this person, the people involved, right? It's clearly out in the open that there's multiple parties involved. There is a third party that's hanging around. I'm not getting anything bad around it, honestly. I'm not. We'll look into the cards more. Like I'm not getting like it's a negative thing. I'm just getting that there's multiple people, like just, you know, a group of people that are around you in this part of your life. And you might have to choose which one you want, or whether or not you're going to forgive this person, or whether or not you want to move forward into the potential of a divine union. Because I do feel whoever this person is, the Knight of Wands, I don't think this is you, by the way. I don't think this is you. I think this is someone else in your life. I think this is someone who you deeply care about, who you have a deep connection with. Could be a past life connection. A good friend, potentially as well. Maybe a past lover, someone coming back. Someone who's acted like that in the past, where there is a divine connection, but there's also has been potentially other people involved that have kept you guys from taking it to the next level. And again, this could also be your energy or just multiple people hanging around you wanting to be with you, or you having the choice between multiple types of people. I know that's a lot of possibilities, but this was a very strong row of like, whoa, that popped out. I haven't even looked at anything else. Okay? But Knight of Wands, Six of Cups, Three of Cups, and the Lovers, you got to pay attention to that. Okay? So I feel like, again, chance for reconciliation here, and they want reconciliation. I feel you know that this person is a deeper connection than what's on the surface. They may or may not know that, but they may be coming into that realization, I'm feeling. And then you're going to have to choose, again, whether or not you're going to want to forgive that and go into the divine union. But I think Spirit does want you to know that there is that chance. There definitely is that chance. I feel that very strongly, very aligned. So lots of definitions. Take it as it resonates. But let's see what else there is. All right, you have 2 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. So, yeah, there's definitely some opportunity that you're looking to be victorious in, or you're just looking to end up being on top of a situation or on top of a person. No pun intended. But there's someone here who's like, again, looking at you and going, whoa, that is a powerful person, right? 2 of Pentacles here. And I feel they actually want a kingdom with you. They want to be celebrating, resting, enjoying a home with you. It's what I'm feeling too. So I do feel like this is someone looking at you who wants to build something with you and wants to celebrate and wants to win with you. And this could be someone coming in from your past. Now I'm reading this row like this, coming in, or a past life soulmate that's very powerful. However, I do feel like you're Queen of Swordsing them, meaning you're not really into it. That's where you're coming from, at least. Not open to it, not allowing it, not into it, you're like, nope. Because you are still tired from the last time, or tired in general, or still working on something, or you know that something isn't quite ready yet as well. Maybe it's you that's not ready for this offer, or to engage in this way, right? To build something, or to be in love, or to reconcile, right? Maybe you're just like, not right now, okay? And bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Wands. So underlying this all, you are going to be asked to make a choice. Definitely are going to be asked to make a choice. You can see the potential of something, and you're going to be asked to make that choice here, I believe, this week. Whether to forgive, be in your heart, or move on. Either way, the truth needs to be told. The truth needs to be told. Okay? And I don't feel you're going to accept anything else but the truth. This is your energy, by the way, the Empress energy underneath the 4 of Wands. So this is 2 parts. Them, how they see you, the 2 of Pentacles person. Why they want to build and celebrate with you and be in a home and be, right, be in that environment with you, Empress. But it's going to require a truth. It's going to require something coming to light. And it's going to require clarity. It's going to require clarity in the situation. I feel like you want them to give you clarity. Okay? Maybe they've come to you this week and they want to reconcile and they're ready, but you still don't have clarity. Or that's what you're looking for. Maybe they're able to give you that clarity. I don't feel that possibility as much, but I feel like you want clarity. They want to reconcile. Maybe you want clarity around this third-party situation, or to know that they are done with other people. That's a potential as well. You do have the 10 of Pentacles underneath the Queen of Swords on top of the Devil. So I do feel like you are focused definitely on maybe building your kingdom. Building your kingdom. You're more concerned with that than any of this other situation, this other love situation, for sure. Yeah. But I feel like this person coming in, definitely has you thinking, definitely has you a little bit of a crossroads and needing to make that choice. That's the thing that keeps coming in is you have a choice, Taurus. That's the main theme of this reading is there's a choice to be made, you have choices, and you have a choice to be made. 2 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, all these 3s here, definitely. Choosing who you want to partner up with and collaborate with and be in love with and commit to, yeah? 3 of Wands, again, commit, choice. So there's definitely and the 2 of Wands. Right? So, yeah, there's 100% a choice to be made about who and what you want to create in your life and how that's going to go down and who it's going to be with. Because there are multiple people here in your life. I feel that. But it is focused around this one person, this Knight of Wands, whoever this is, maybe who's acting a fool. I do feel they want to reconcile with you, and I feel like if you have the courage and strength to forgive them, you can end up in divine union. I do feel that, if you're wondering. Ten of Wands, underneath the Ace of Swords, underneath the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you may have felt like this person or the situation was a burden in the past because they weren't giving you the truth. Or you feel like when they gave you the truth, they became a burden, or it became a burden in itself that you wanted to release. Knight of Swords underneath the Empress and the Four of Wands here. Yeah, I do feel like maybe it was a burden because they're still not willing to share with you the truth or give you the clarity that you need. Also, because with the Knight of Swords under the Empress, it's like the Empress is kind of looking at this Knight of Swords, just watching him sink. Okay, the Empress is kind of looking down at him like that. And she's like, are you gonna tell the truth? Are you gonna be honest? Are you gonna just like really give me what I need? Because if not, you're just a burden. And I'm kind of ready to just release this burden and not deal with it anymore. But this person is coming in to tell you or share with you that they love you, that they do see you as a divine partner, that they see a future with you, they feel very strongly for you. That maybe they're dealing with this issue or these issues that are going on in their life. Because there are some issues going on in their life. They wouldn't be showing up as a Knight of Swords, a Knight of Wands, and a Knight of Swords if there wasn't. You know, I do see this as either multiple people or just one person that's not acting in a way that's able to work for you. I feel like that's probably more likely, Taurus. That was in a third-party situation or put you in a third-party situation, and I feel like you're being called to forgive this. So you are bringing the devil to the forefront. You're going, all right, you want this? Well, here's what you are. Here's what you're doing to me. Here's what I'm focused on, Ten of Pentacles. And until you're able to work with that, through your stuff, the devil, you're getting Queen of Swords. You're getting cut off. And I'm not taking any BS anymore, Taurus. That's what you're saying. Two of Wands underneath the Two of Swords and Nine of Pentacles or Wands. Definitely. You're trying to. You're giving this an opportunity. You're giving it a chance. You are going to give it a chance. I see that you're trying to be optimistic and visualize and envision how this can go, the potential of it. You're considering the choice here, the Two of Swords. You also know it's not ready yet, so there is time, and it's gotten you tired. You're wanting this to end because you have the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Wands. You're wanting this burden to be over with. Ten of Swords as the overall outcome. So, okay, what I want to say here is overall outcome, Ten of Swords, meaning I feel like this person, what they were and what they were doing this week, that's coming to an end. Okay, what they were doing and what they were showing up as, who they were showing up as is coming to an end. It's closing out, and it's getting ready to restart. So, if you're and it's because of your forgiveness, by the way, and your love. So if you're able to forgive and love them through that, whatever chapter they were in, you guys can actually restart and have a beautiful union. I do see that here. And or your other choice is to just let it all be done and to move forward. However, I don't know if this is a divine union, so I don't know if you always have choices, but when someone's that strong of a connection and trying to make an effort like this person is, I can see, there's a really strong pull from the heart to go for it. So, take it as it resonates. I feel like if I had to give advice or just clarity in the situation, I'd say just give this person a chance. Be open to forgiving them. I mean, whether or not you want to, like forgiving someone is you have to forgive people in order for you to heal. So it's almost like if you don't forgive them, you're just going to let them take your energy more, which is going to feel like even more of a burden and make you even more tired. So you got to forgive them, whatever it is. Not saying you have to take them back, but give them a chance and at least forgive them so they can move forward and you can move forward, maybe together, maybe in a different way. But either way, you have to free yourself up so you can make the choice and envision the future. Excuse me, I almost sneezed, but I didn't want to sneeze in the mic. All right. So Taurus, I hope this gives you clarity. I'm very curious to dive into the extended right after this and to check out what's going on with your person, where they're at, how they feel about you, and what they're going through, and what's their story in the situation. And then to draw some cards from the universe to see clarity about what the universe has to say about this union, about this person, about the situation, and to get crystal clear about what's going on this week. So I am going to dive into that in the extended. You can find a link below if you want to move forward. Go ahead and click that link. You can rent it for $5 and get additional clarity on this reading. If not, love and light, and be sure, if you haven't already, to subscribe to this channel, Taurus, if you want continued weekly and monthly love and life updates just like this one moving forward in the future. And if you liked this video and found it helpful, please be sure to hit that like button. It really helps my channel to grow and this video to grow so it can guide more, or we can guide more people. Last couple things I'll say, if you want to follow me on other mechanisms or things, I do have a podcast out called Science of the Soul and Stars Podcast, where I talk about esoteric subjects like spirituality, astrology, and tarot, and how to utilize these tools and gifts to actually make steps and progress in your life in 2020 in a modern, practical way. And then also you can follow me on Instagram at Tobias_speaks, where you can get to know me on a personal level and see what I'm up to in life. So thanks for watching, Taurus. I will see you in the extended or next week. Bye for now. Oh, that's not snapping.